Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the American
Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB The Show has baseball from Progressive Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. The Red Sox are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Corey Kluber will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. 29 home runs for him on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Stepping up to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
smoked on the ground left side. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Hanley Ramirez. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. And he lays off there 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Chisenhall is after it. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Bottom of the first coming up from Progressive Field. Now 1-0 Boston. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
That misses. 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Austin Jackson becomes out number 2 this inning. Sale has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Line towards center field. Bradley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Red Sox are out in front, 1-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's just 2 for 9. The 1-0. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pre-game, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Shoots this one over to first. Jaso scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself. So now Carlos Santana, lifetime against Chris Sale. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's taken him beat once. Nunez comes up with him, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder, forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there, but a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
0-1 the count. Sale's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Pedroia has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He comes in as a .316 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. And a sinking fastball that stayed a little high apparently.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Chris Young, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Chisenhall moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. They keep the line moving, and Dustin Pedroia will have a chance. Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Pedroia hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. Benintendi is on his way home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. One left for the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit out towards second. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. At the plate, John Jaso. He's set and the pitch. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. So striding in, Michael Brantley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. It remains 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber. First pitch of the at-bat. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of his own for strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Line towards center field. Naquin is there, and he has it for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Lindor takes it in. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Red Sox. Digging in to try it again, Austin Jackson set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Popped him up. And Pedroia looks this one in for out number one. So now Carlos Santana has a look. Now the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And they take the lead. It's gone. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he whips it on the ground to second. There is Pedroia in time to first, and there are two away. So two gone now for the Tribe here in the fourth. Standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. In there, 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Sale into the windup. Here's the 0-2. A ball and two strikes now. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Now a flare out to left center. Ramirez into shallow left. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Some more of the digging in now. Andrew Valenzuela. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
1-1 is taken for strike two. The 1-2 misses, ball two.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Lindor fields it cleanly, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
First baseman number 10, Brandon.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
How about him? The center fielder, Jackie.
Here's Jackie Brad.
Jr.
Pitch on the way. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Here's Chris Young. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Bradley is off at first with 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin.
Center fielder.
Now a bunt attempt here. Nunez barehands it. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Left fielder number 23. Michael.
A ball and no strikes. A 1-0 delivery. Here's a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting with the 50.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit back up the middle. Lindor right there. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So he's just a 3rd of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red digging in and looking for more. Austin Jackson, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Austin Jackson.
The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front.
And this will kick off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Up next for Cleveland.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Fly ball heading for the alley. Chasing after it is Bradley, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Jackson rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 2.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a
now a swing, and Santana hits this one high in the air out to deep left field. Benintendi is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that one just missed outside. Lindor stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Here's the panda now, Pablo Sandoval. And then after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Ready for another shot now. Tyler Naquin, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Count is 1-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
3-0 now. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. The 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. The second for one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Andrew Valenzuela.
Ready once again, Andrew Valenzuela. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field.
Naquin's on the move.
He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down here 5-1. Ready for another chance? John Jaso. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. This is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Now batting, Monty Chisenhall. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Sent on the ground out to second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Here's Michael Brantley, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. Jinso is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Next up for the Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Here's Chris Young. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a base hit on the line. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Here comes the first pitch. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
Naquin's on his horse.
And that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Austin Jackson. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There to take it is Ramirez. And a poor throw there. Pulls the first baseman off the bag, and they're going to hang an error on Ramirez. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Just a bit low, ball 3. On deck, Carlos Santana. 3-2, full count. Jackson on at first, nobody out. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set and the 0-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1 with 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-World. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And that's over. 2-1. 7 runs, 9 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. 3-1 to him now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And they finally get an out here as he's forced at the plate. So they're fortunate to get the force at the plate, but they might have gotten a little greedy there by not trying to go to first, so the bases will remain loaded. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Way outside. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Kipnis on third. Sandoval on second. Naquin at first. 2 out in the inning. The count now at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... It's been a nice night for baseball here in Cleveland as we welcome you back to the 9th inning in this one. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. First pitch coming, here it is. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
you know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Naquin patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 3.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Onto the home run porch and gone. Mookie Betts has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Kevin Quackenbush answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. He was great all night long. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. Stepping into the box, Andrew Valenzuela. He flew out in his last at-bat. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Another look to first. And again a throw. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Brantley is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Corey Kluber earns his